Okay. Uh, Good night, teacher, and good night, classmates. My name is Jonathan Omar. In this occasion, I would to like express my own opinion about language teaching and language assessment. Uh, Obviously, this this method is so important to get a to get to students learning to student teaching about on a language. Okay, language assessment, language teaching, sorry, is a method with teachers are focused on develop students' ability. Okay, it's focused on to get ability students use the language. Okay, can see the main characteristics given students to ability to use the language, relating more trust, more trust by themselves, develop students positive attitude at the moment where they use the language. But language assessment, it is a more it is a little more special because it is focused on try to collect evidences about the what is the student process to get to student learning. Okay, but in this little picture we can see little little steps to language assessment has. For example, language assessment, it is a method that requires a process. Okay, in a process, you need a language assessment. About when you use a language assessment, you get you get your outcomes try about some results. If you about due to getting positive attitudes of them, uh, to create better trust while the uh, while take decisions are led to get positive consequence. And the last step for this language assessment to get positive language at a moment you see the language. Sorry. Okay, another another thing we can see it, or I go to I go to like the I got to learn about this topic is the similarities and difference. Okay, we can see some similarities. For example, teacher present learning tasks and students. Students are engaging in tasks to require use their language. Permit promote to learning in a easier way. A difference teacher present assessment task to students, we are leaded to getting or collecting information about the student performance, to change the way of teaching of the by focuses on the areas need to be attended. Language assessment classify into steps. Okay, formative decision, summative decision. Formative decision is making change and learning and teaching syllabus. Okay, trying to give to students feedback. It is a important step because when you try to give them a feedback, you can summarize what is the development of them. Okay, but showing students different levels, try to facilitate the process of the learning. Okay, and summarize decision, having to decision to classify different level to students have to learn. Okay, but in a simple conclusion is undoubtedly that this method is so important, and the same time is so important, because the consequences are positive, because they can facilitate more tools to use in a learning process. They are able to face a real situation income, and they uh, make um, may able to may able to be real real person, and they can answer the any situation where they are involved. Okay, providing more ability to use the language, it is a so it is an important step, because when you try to use your speak, you you are you are making you are making you are making trust in your by yourself to use the language. In conclusion, this method this method is so important and so interesting, because they have to opportunity to teach them a language in a better way, in a easier way, and the students can be can be more funny, and they don't have more a lot of stress for studying language, because at least it reduce to stress to study English. Okay, teacher, but this is my little my little my little meeting about this topic. Good night, teacher, and good night, classmate.